I see, I see.
Went against the AI, but still gotta have the ears going.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I have basically just been playing Persona 3 Reload in case my Steam playtime hasn't showcased that already.
It kind of does.
Though, to be fair, a lot of that is just AFK time, because I'll just leave the game open while I leave to make dinner, like I did tonight, which takes me about an hour. So, yeah, my playtime in game is a little less than 59 hours, or 58.7. We're at, I want to say, 36 hours or something. So that's, 22 hours, or 23 hours almost, of both, like, dying in game and resetting, or just resetting to a previous save to do something, or AFK time. So,
That is like epic pog.
yeah. But hey, I mean, it's been a long time, so how are you two doing? I haven't.
Oh, it has been a time.
Yeah?
A
You've.
time?
It seems like you've been surprisingly busy, Andrew.
Yes, there's work to do.
What?
I'm working on stuff like for applications for internships, like so
Got it.
basically.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Yes,
sense.
super unfun, but a necessary, something necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
not much else to say about that.
And then you just got back from being up north, right? But not as far north?
Yeah, not as far north, but north. It was
Okay.
late. Awesome.
Nice, nice. I basically got back, then you two left for your respective vacations that were staggered. We recorded once, and then I started work, so we never uploaded that, so it'll be uploaded soon. Yay.
Nice.
But that's just a
Let's
quick
go.
little recap of why we haven't uploaded in over a month. So sorry about that, everyone. But hey, we're
It's actually
back.
because it's been a month. Has
Yeah.
not felt like it.
It really hasn't. I've. Why does summer go by so fast, man? It makes me sad. I just.
Yeah, it is truly unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, I am going to very soon not be home anymore because I'm gonna go back across the country for college. So yay.
Boo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Colleague is coming, sir.
Yup, sure is. And this semester around, I'm taking Calc 3 and Discrete Mathematics. Let's go.
Hooray.
Hooray,
Yay!
yes.
But then I'm also taking some fun classes such as creative writing. So I'm actually kind of excited for it.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Hold on, let me check my schedule because I'm pretty sure I've once again made a schedule that is pretty good when it comes to timing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait,
let me
hold
double
on.
check.
I think I've perhaps solved a problem.
The
Big.
problem.
Yes. Shall we see?
Okay,
Problem
yeah.
could that be?
I'm uh, I'm trying to make a web app basically for like graphing stuff about stock.
Huh. Is it going well so
Oh.
far or no?
Yeah, it was not going well for a while, and then it started going much better,
Nice, nice.
and it just did not work. Ugh. It's okay. I'm sure it's just a simple problem that I'm like, oh, is this why?
Hopefully. I feel like that's
Hmm.
most computer code issues. It's just like, oh,
I don't know any HTML, so making a front end is like really, really hard.
I am also unfamiliar with HTML. So
I was gonna
with
say,
on
if you
that.
are familiar with HTML, this would be a fantastic time for you to pitch in here.
I wish I could help you. I cannot. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this upcoming semester, my earliest class is at 10:15, and it's only Tuesday, Thursday, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have to. My first class is at 11. So
Not bad.
once again, pretty good schedule. We love to see it. Yeah. No, I overall have a pretty good schedule next semester, I think. It's really not that busy, which means that I will be most likely inundated by Calc 3 homework and discrete math homework and stuff, but it's fine.
That's light work.
I have plenty of time to do it, so I'll probably just keep my nose to the grindstone when it comes to that.
That's good, what's that called? Discipline, I guess.
What?
Keeping your head to the grindstone or whatever, right?
Keeping my nose to the grindstone? Yeah, it's
Oh,
just a
it's the
metaphor.
grindstone.
Yeah, I've never actually heard that before.
Did me he on the grind, bro?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I may just throw out random phrases or words, and then it's just like, oh, that works in that. Why did you say that, though? Why didn't you just say
I
the
understood
normal
it.
thing that everyone else knows?
I
Why did
understood
you
it.
have to say nose to the grindstone instead of on that grind like a skippity? I can't.
But
bro could not complete the sentence.
I literally can't. I do not have it in me. It is not possible for me to do such a thing. I shrimply cannot finish the sentence of like the modern slang. Is it even slang?
I know, dude. It's not
is
even
fine.
slang. It's just
No.
like bad curse word. It's like almost worse than curse words.
it is worse.
I feel like it's just word vomit. It's just words that. I mean, I can't deny that like Skibbity has a nice mouthfeel to it.
But
it is funny.
I've never said it in my life.
No, I never said it before in the thing either. But I cannot deny that it sounds funny. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean anything, and it will continue to mean nothing other than everything till the end of time, it seems.
Yes, we will see if it remains that way.
I better.
I mean, I feel like it's just gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be commonplace or not.
I would rather it not be, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what things have we said that is just common, not just like
Awesome
common
and
parlance, but what are like what slang or phrases that we would have said that older people would have been like, what does that even mean? And now it's just common.
Lit, epic.
Yeah, no, lit's definitely one of them.
That's the only two I can think of.
I think epic was said before, but lit definitely not. I feel like just the phrase "we're cooked," and for some reason,
Oh yeah,
everyone
definitely cooked is definitely a.
But that's more modern, still. I mean, grind literally came from video games, and it didn't always have a positive connotation to it. It only had a positive connotation because of people in video games is saying that they were grinding for a specific thing. Therefore, grinding wasn't just needless and boring work, it was needless and boring work for a goal. So now saying
Which
you're
is
on that
different.
grind... Well, yeah, when you're trying to achieve something specific rather than just working, there is... It becomes more positive in that sense. Because you are working towards something rather than just working because you have to. Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. There's your etymology lesson for the day. Hope you have enjoyed.
Apology.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't know, I feel like the fact that every kid will consistently say chat is weird.
What do you mean, Chad? Come on, Chad.
I mean, it makes sense for you to say it,
Yeah. I was saying
but
that for 3 hours today.
yeah.
Really?
It,
3 hours is
I
crazy.
streamed for 3 hours today.
Oh
Or close to
dang.
3 hours.
So what are you streaming these days?
Carball.
Carball. Nice.
That is it. I'm not good
Hmm.
enough to stream any other game. At least in my humble opinion.
I see. Hmm. Carball, huh? What's your rank looking like these days, huh?
Still GC3. Haven't played much this season. But
I
there's
wonder
still a
why that
few
is.
little while to work on for the season. I am blind.
I see.
I wonder
Hmm.
what that means. I wonder why you haven't been playing as much Carball this past bunch. I wonder.
I wonder.
Hmm.
Go ahead and take a look.
Maybe you've been out?
I've been hacked, I think. People have stolen my computer.
I see. I see.
Because why else would I mention Garball?
Hmm. Will, are you thinking of doing classes at PCC at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Not in the slightest.
I see. Not in the slightest, huh? You're not gonna do anything? You don't want an AA?
Nope.
I see.
I don't really care enough.
Ah, makes sense, I guess. Dude.
Yeah? Dude?
I'm still getting. I hate these errors.
The joys of coding. You know the ridiculously long song that's just meant to buy time that's just like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles. Yeah, that? I believe the coding.
I am not aware.
Really? 99
I don't
bottles
think
of beer on
so.
the wall, 99 bottles of beer, take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of beer on and you just keep going until you reach 0.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah. The coding version of that is 99 bugs in the code, 99, computer bugs in the code. Fix one of them, squash one of them, 138. It just goes up every time you squash one. And that
Yeah.
is computer programming in
Yeah,
a
it's like
nutshell.
you get rid of one bug and you cause like
Sponsor.
5 more problems.
Yeah. Every error
Rockstar
you
Ubisoft game,
fix.
dude.
That's just computer coding, man, because it's just like, oops, the one thing you fixed was attached to 4 other things. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's just a rabbit hole, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one thing after another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is why I think.
So, that was pretty fun.
But, streaming Garball is epic awesome.
Danny, what type of classes are you taking next semester?
So, discrete math, calc 3, creative writing, and then I think my online comp sci course, because I have to take this course eventually, but unfortunately it's only online, is, I want to say, ethics when it comes to coding, and then I'm taking just another comp sci course. So
Ethical hacker.
yeah.
Ethical hacker.
Let me see if I can double check what that course is. Yeah, as I want to say that's like societal and professional issues in computer science is like the full name of it, but
I see.
Yeah.
Mm.
So those are the
That makes
courses I'm
sense.
taking. It's 2 comp sci, 2 math, and then a single, just not even remotely related to my major course, because
I
I don't
see.
actually have to take courses specifically related to my major because I have enough credits, which is pretty
Mm.
nice. I have some.
That is quite nice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's almost like
Mm.
taking those AP courses and getting credits for it was worth it.
Yeah, huh? Weird how that happens, huh?
Yeah.
Some schools, I guess some schools don't though. Like some people that like got really cooked, but for me, I don't know. I guess it worked out pretty well. I got a lot of credit.
Nice, nice. Are you transferring this upcoming semester or the semester after?
Ideally, for fall of 2025.
Okay. So you're still going to be at your current college for the next 2?
Next 2 semesters.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, by next 2 semesters, do you mean fall and winter, or do you mean fall and spring?
Fall, and spring.
Okay.
I don't think they consider winter a semester because I'm pretty sure winter is considered an intersession, whatever that means.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. Because I don't know
Yeah.
how other colleges work off the top of my head, because some are quarters, some are semesters, and sometimes they call things semesters when they are shorter, and I just don't know.
Trimester.
Yup. So how's college going for you, Will?
Oh, it's epic. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. My classes are so awesome.
So the joke is he isn't in college.
Yeah, I don't do college.
Yeah.
But
I don't do
that-
school.
He's an imposter.
all that
Yeah,
means is that
boss.
instead of being a student, you are the teacher, right?
I'm the teacher, student, board of directors, president.
I just meant that you
All
were
of
teaching
them.
people how to play carball better.
Oh, true. I also do that.
That's
That
all
is
I was
also
getting
part
at.
of my resume.
Yeah.
Coaching.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Coach myself how to get better first.
Oh, did you end up watching the Esports World Cup at all? Or
Not, I didn't know any other game started yet. I've just been
Esports?
watching, waiting for Rocket League.
Yeah, Esports World Cup has multiple different games that have happened, by the way.
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Like which
sure.
ones?
Here, let me see if I can find if Rocket League has happened for
Or
it.
it hasn't started yet.
It hasn't? Okay, it's coming up
Nope.
then.
It's like
Oh, it's
next
late August.
later this week. Yeah,
It's August 22nd.
something like that. Mhm.
That's when it starts. But League
Yep.
happened way earlier, and Overwatch was pretty recent too. I actually haven't. That's a lie. I haven't not been playing Overwatch, but I've just been playing less of it. But I've also been ranking up, so yay.
Turn it down.
That's good.
Yes,
What
I'm
rank
good.
are you now?
I mean, currently this might have been the case last time, I don't remember, but I'm Masters, Diamond Masters, Tank, DPS support. The main thing is I'm just going positive in most of the sessions I play at this point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lobbies don't feel as bad. I'm, like, able to carry some lobbies, which... Going from just being consistently good to being able to carry some lobbies is pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can ditto that.
I mean, I don't usually carry. Normally it's a team thing, because it's always a team thing in Overwatch, which I'm more than happy with. It's, if you guys are willing to let me go on a little bit of an Overwatch rant for a moment.
When have we stopped you?
True enough, true enough. So, as I think you two might know, Overwatch is, or was 6v6, and then Overwatch 2 released. I don't know how to released, whatever you want to call it, and it became 5v5 instead.
Mhm.
And what they did
Sure.
is they took away one tank. So previously it was 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 supports. Going into Overwatch 2, it was 1 tank, 2 DPS, 2 supports. And the main thing that did is it cut down queue times by quite a bit. It also got rid of tank synergies, which is both a good and a bad thing, because some tank synergies were just broken. Rissa Sigma. And then some tanks were just not fun for the rest of your team to play with. Roadhog. Sorry about that. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. I'm not sick anymore.
All good.
I was sick earlier this summer. That also happened. That was fun. But, yeah, so what ended up happening is they basically come to realize, hey, it's still hard to balance around a single tank because these tanks have to be ridiculously strong in order for them to be fun. But that also means that they have more attention on them, so it's kind of like sometimes you have the faucet running with both temperatures on max, so the water feels fine, but as soon as you crank one just a little bit down, the other one just fully consumes it. So it's either like steaming hot,
that makes a lot of
just,
sense, actually.
Yeah.
that analogy.
Yeah. So that's the way it feels a lot of the time. It's either you're unkillable or you just crumple as a tank, which isn't the most fun, unfortunately. And then as a support, you're playing against, or as a support in DPS, you're playing against raid bosses. So of course you're forced to focus the raid boss. But you also need to take duels. Yeah, so there are issues with both formats. But the main thing about Overwatch has always been, it's a team game. It's really hard to carry as an individual in a team game, unless your name is Widowmaker, which is just why one-shots shouldn't exist in a game like Overwatch. Everything else is team play. But when they transitioned from 6v6 to 5v5, when you lose a player, that means that each individual has more impact, which means that it's easier to carry, but it's also easier to be dead weight on a team, unfortunately. So, the trade-off wasn't just like, oh, queue times are faster, it's also, well, the highs of Overwatch 1 were way higher. Whenever you got, like, ult combos off together, especially tank combos, it felt so nice to combo, like, let's just say you comboed Shatter with Diva Bomb, or let's say you comboed, like, pull Orisa Halt with Flux, or let's say you comboed Grav with just a nanoed Reinhardt. Anything like that, right? Just when you combo, it just feels super nice. The downside of that was also, our tanks this game are Roadhog and Diva. They don't really work together. How do we play this? Because they actually have Winston Zarya, which is an actual tank line. What do we do? So, just something like that.
I see.
Ultimately, the main point of this rant was to basically say 5v5 and 6v6 have both ups and downs, which is why we should implement 7v7, which will have absolutely no repercussions at all. It definitely won't be even more chaotic when you have 3 DPS, 2 tanks, and 2 supports on the field.
Surely, 4 tanks.
Surely the average person watching the game will be like, this looks fun and interesting, and not just, wow, that's colors. Anyway, what's happening?
I see.
Yeah. Overwatch is a chaotic game. It's very fun if you get into it, and if you like the specific gameplay it provides, which is why I still play it. Unfortunately, there are downsides to it. But that is a very calm rant about it, instead of it being like, oh, ranked sucks, everything sucks, the devs suck. Because that's not...
Well, do they, though?
No. I'd say that the
devs...
Be
honest.
No, the devs legitimately try to listen to the community and try to provide feedback on why they act the way they do. Many times, when it comes to, let's say, specific balance patches, I will disagree with the direction they're going in. But when it comes to actually feeling it out, sometimes I'll be like, okay, that wasn't as big of a shift as I thought. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I see what your reasoning is, I'll let this play out. Sometimes my gut reaction was right, sometimes they were totally right to do the things, so... the fact that they are receptive to feedback and are more communicative than other devs of large multiplayer games that are PvP and live service,
Epic.
It makes me pretty happy. Yeah.
Hi.
Psionics. Epic.
Yeah, I don't know many other... I just don't know how many other like large game companies will go through every, let's just say 2 weeks to a month or so. They'll drop a dev blog on like, hey, these are our current thoughts. We're hearing your feedback. These are our plans. That happens pretty regularly. So on July 25th, they came out with a pretty long director's take on the conversation between 5v5 and 6v6, like I just mentioned. A whole month before that, they talked about tanks and, that they should be more tanky. I want to say on May 2nd, which was 2 months, a little bit less often than I said, so it's probably closer to a month to 6 weeks. So, scratch what I said, but they are pretty communicative and receptive to feedback overall. Also, I want to be a game dev, so I don't want to burn down any bridges potentially, but...
Well, I will. I'll do it for you.
Well, it's not me that's saying that. And I think I've made my stance pretty clear at this point, so...
If you ever work for Epic,
Yeah?
I'm gonna worm my way in there, and I'm gonna do some things. Get my game back to where it used to be.
Has your game been falling off?
Dude, the most annoying thing is that they have super reactive and super they just react to things on Twitter and stuff on the Fortnite team.
Oh.
Like they react to people and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're doing this. Oh yeah, there's a glitch. Oh, let us fix that." It's radio silence for here. They said, "Oh, we'll release a roadmap later this year."
It's later this year.
It's been 8 months
been
and there's
later
been no
this year.
roadmap.
Oh, Lord.
It has been 8 months and there's no roadmap. And Worlds is coming up. If they don't... Okay, so Championship Sunday is my birthday.
Ooh.
If they don't do a roadmap, I'm going to be so upset. Like, you have no idea. Siege does one every year, like how their years work. Like they do one every year. They say, "This is what's coming up." Like even if it gets pushed back, like I don't care if they do stuff that like gets pushed back. I don't care for another Deadpool Wolverine pack that's $10. I don't care about the Cybertruck that they re-put in the shop. That is now. Let me check. Oh my god, there's so, dude. I'm sharing my screen. My turn to rant.
Yeah? Go off?
Alright, so if you joined that live... There are... supporting myself. There we go. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tabs of item shop stuff. There are 9 tabs. Every single one of them is, hey, we got something to buy. Like if we look at this, the Jaeger, this is not a comp viable car. I think it's the Octane, no, it's probably a hybrid hitbox. So no one is going to use that. Cybertruck, hybrid hitbox. It's cool, but it is 2,700 credits, which is $25 for the whole bundle. The Bundesliga, $25 for the whole thing. Hot Rod, no one's gonna use this car. $10, 20, 15, 10, $5.
Oh,
No one uses the X Devil. $5.
It's okay. Riot Games charge like $500 for skins.
Yeah.
But that's Riot and that's League. People are gonna do that. People aren't gonna do that on Carball. I know, I saw. People aren't gonna do that on Carball. People play Carball for the funny little rank icons on their screen or the funny little items on their car. No one's gonna spend, like, what did I mention? Like, over $100 worth of stuff, not including the featured shop, which no one buys. Like, and then the next thing, like, hold on. The last time they did a patch, I believe was the boost patch, like where you could see your teammates boost and stuff. That was the best thing they've done in 5 years. That's the only gameplay mechanic they added in 5 years. This game has been out for almost 9 years.
5 years is low key crazy.
The other gameplay mechanic they added, they reverted almost instantly.
Wasn't that poorly received?
Oh, it was good. It was like transparent goalposts or something like that. I don't remember. But
Transparent goalposts are surely uh,
it
surely the solution.
it actually is, because if I go into the net here, hold on. Okay, they keep moving where training is, dude. They keep moving free play. So if I go into the net here, you see how like this is transparent, so I can see through the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the gameplay change. Like that's good. If I had this off, I wouldn't see anything, and everything in the corner would be bad.
Oh,
Like, I
got
wouldn't
it.
be able to save
Okay.
it.
You can see.
So
through
so
the
it
map.
is something that was actually useful.
Yeah. And then if I go into a replay real quick, and I show this is the thing they added after like 5-6 years. If it loads, I have a lot of replays.
I wonder why.
Where is it? This little circle right here.
What?
Little half circle you see? Like if you look at Nell over there, that circle
Yeah.
on the left side of his name.
Oh, is that
That's the boost meter.
Okay.
So you can see your teammates boost. It took them 5 years, 6 years to add that.
Realistically, what could they add that would keep the game competitive without throwing a lot of things off?
Literally anything. As long as they don't change hitboxes, which they did, and people didn't like that. Because for the F1 car, they gave it the dominus hitbox, and then they realized, whoa, we can't just give a really long car the dominus hitbox because it's long, because it doesn't fit the hitbox. So they moved it, I think, forward. So with the F1 car, you can get the kickoffs faster, and that like changes how you do kickoffs.
Yeah.
But they made it shorter on the back, which is like you're not flicking the ball with the F1 car if you expect it to go like 5 bajillion feet from the back. Like, how would I show this? Like, right here. You're not gonna flick that there.
I have an idea. Or I have an idea of what you mean when it comes to that.
But this car in the Octane, like the comp car, is like this directly fits the hitbox of the Octane. Is the Fennec, but directly fits the hitbox. Like it's got the height and everything.
Oh.
If I go to the Octane, it
It's a
actually
little
doesn't
off.
fit it as well. Like if I go to this car, it doesn't exactly fit it. It's like the how'd I do this? It's like if you see like the fender where like the black trim is above the wheel,
Yeah.
something there isn't height level. So if you get like a 50 or you touch the ball there, sometimes it doesn't match up.
Okay.
I think, and then the spoiler doesn't count as well. So if you ever think you're trying to hit it with your spoiler, you're not.
Got it. Okay.
So that
I
is-
think like weird hitboxes and hurtboxes do not surprise me at this point. For I have not only been playing Overwatch and League, which have some jank hitboxes on their own, I've also looked at some Smash frame data, and would you like to see some?
Oh shoot!
Because
Wait,
Smash
what's
has
this?
some jank frame data. So, really quickly, I'm just gonna pull up... So, I guess really quickly, do you want to explain what a hitbox and hurtbox is?
Box?
Just hitboxes, in that case.
Well, hitbox is the I don't know the science of it, but I know it's the area, the square surface where the object can interact with other items or whatever,
Yeah.
and how the game dependent how it interacts with certain outcomes.
So, the way that I would often describe hitboxes and hurtboxes, you described it pretty well, Also, I posted the link for Pit's frame data. All you need to do is go down to Pit's neutral air, which is in aerial attacks. So you just scroll down a little bit, and then just look until you see neutral air, and then look at the hitbox. Like, the circles are what the hitboxes look like, whereas, you know, the blade is the blade. That's what it looks like.
Neutral air.
Yeah, you're gonna have to scroll down a little bit. But basically, hitboxes are where things can interact with you, so a projectile would have a hitbox. Your hurtboxes are where you can get hit. So when hitboxes don't match up with the projectile size, or when they don't match up with, say, Pit's blade, it looks weird. Because, you know, it looks like this. Oh, hold on. Let me click on a
some of the angles are like really weird, right?
No, it's not that angles look weird, it's that they look like this.
Yeah, okay, I mean,
as you might have noticed, the blades don't really match up with where the hitboxes are.
Yeah.
It doesn't even go over the entire blade. As a counterexample to this, let me show you what a very, very, very similar hitbox looks like on just a fighter that came out later. Same sort of thing, still spinning a bow around, but if you notice, it's consistent. It actually matches the thing. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway,
do that.
Do you want to see a very funny Sonic hitbox? Let me send it. Because Sonic has some very, very, very funny hitboxes. This is one of them. Why isn't it sending? Here we go. So this... Why won't it? Come on, man. Alright, let me see if I can find it again. Part 2. So, in Smash, some hitboxes basically just have... I don't even know how to describe it. They just decided things are going to be funny and you are going to like it. So, as an example, this is Sonic's forward smash.
Yes.
Yup. Just so you know, this is how he... Why won't it work? This is how he starts. So, Sonic will literally start from behind his, like, natural idle animation, and then go forward with the disjoint of about a sword hitbox. On his fist.
That's a classic, honestly.
Yeah. No, Sonic hitboxes, a lot of hitboxes in Smash Bros. Don't make sense, and I don't fully know why. Another potential example of this is, if this one will work, this. The red is where Sonic deals damage, the gray is where Sonic takes damage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, the red is where he what?
The red is the hitbox, the gray is the hurt
damage.
box.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So, I'm used to jank-looking hitboxes and hurtboxes. They, unfortunately, do not surprise me. I think there was a funny clip of, like, someone shooting as Mercy in the training range when they first increased projectile size.
Oh yeah, they aimed at like they're so far away from their face and it still hit them or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I found it immediately. I think
Yeah.
this is something. Oh wait, no, that's actually old. That's old. Hold on. So let me see if I can find a better... Alright, we're gonna have to go with the pro streamer, or a pro streamer's TikTok clip, but it's fine. this works. It's just you just made things way larger. So basically, hit scan went from it has to directly be on your crosshair to there's a little bit of leniency here, and then for other projectiles it went from okay, this is pretty big to you're shooting a tree trunk at me. Yeah.
That's funny.
They just made all of the hitboxes larger, or all of the projectile sizes larger in Overwatch a while ago, while they increased health pools, so they were just like, hey, you're going to consistently take more damage, but you will have more health to deal with it. It didn't totally end up working, but, I mean, it got the game on a better track, because it used to be even more burst heavy.
Interesting.
Yeah. A viable backline comp at a time close to that, I want to say, maybe it was just before, or maybe it was just after, I'm not totally remembering, was Zenyatta Lucio. And if you know anything about Overwatch, that is not that much healing. Zenyatta heals for, I think, like 25 or 30 healing per second, and Lucio heals for about 15 healing per second in an AoE. If he amps it up, it's not actually that bad, but you usually want to amp your speed boost to be faster. So the fact that that backline worked was an indication that, one, things were dying too quickly, and two, Discord Orb was the main reason behind it, because Discord Orb increases damage by 30... It used to be 30%, then they knocked it down to 25%. Because it was too strong. So... How did we get here?
I don't know, because Will was talking about car soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about the hitboxes, and he said, "Oh, I'm not sure about the science behind it." And then Daniel was like, "I do."
Yeah. Here's your...
all they have to do for this game is not touch the hitboxes. Add things. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a game mode that I take that back. Because they've added a lot of game modes I just don't play because they're pretty awful.
What if they added ramps to the actual maps?
That'd be horrible. That is not comp viable. But they just need to add content. Add something. Get creative. Like Heatseeker, where the ball will constantly go towards the middle of the net and it curves, and it goes decently fast. They got creative. That's a good game mode. At least in my and a lot of other people's opinions. It's a really good game mode. They got creative with Rumble. They got creative with Drop Shot. Oh, what if we make the floor the goal? Other games done that. What if we add items to boost someone's speed? Oh, you can grapple to the ball. That's a cool idea. That's sick. They got creative. Where'd that team go? Did they get fired when Epic took over?
I'll be honest, there have been so many layoffs at companies recently, I wouldn't be totally surprised. But some good news, because Microsoft at the beginning of the year laid off a whole bunch of companies, Microsoft has basically been buying up a whole bunch of smaller companies that made, a good game, and then had them work on stuff, and then earlier this year they got rid of a whole bunch of them, including a team behind a pretty well-received game called Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Right, wait, keep going on.
Then, I want to say recently it was announced that a different company rehired all of the devs that worked at Hi-Fi Rush, and they're going to work on, a sequel or something. So it's just hey, I mean, if you're wondering where good game devs went, my answer is probably look for indie dev company, or, smaller game companies, or look for indie devs, because that's probably where they ended up. Because most experienced game developers, as far as I know, do not typically want to stay at a AAA because you are not treated well there.
Yeah, Psyonix was an indie game. They got bought up by, I guess now, a AAA company.
Yeah, now it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Not quite a multi-trillion yet, but
Just
or
wait till they drop
million instead of
like 4
billion.
more female skins. They'll be trillion then.
I saw way too many people, let's just say, excited over the fact that Elastigirl is going to be in Fortnite.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Bro, that's crazy.
there are so many crossovers with Fortnite. It just doesn't matter to me anymore. It was crazy in the first year when Marvel originally did the crossover with them, and it was Thanos game mode. Like that was sick. In Infinity Edge or Infinity Sword,
Infinity War.
yeah, Infinity War, and later the Infinity Sword. That was awesome. Now it's so common. It's just like, oh, okay, it's another. Oh, okay, it's another.
They added Optimum Prime, bro. They added Optimum Prime, and that was like nothing.
Yep. So I don't know. I'm probably just desensitized to it at this point. But the fact that there were that many people excited over the Incredibles coming to Fortnite, what is happening, man?
The age of the internet.
Yeah, that's true. We
Who
are getting
knows?
older. And the younger gen is starting younger and younger on the internet. In part due to negligence, in part due to poor parenting. Here. Negligence, poor parenting, and in other parts, it's just natural curiosity when you have the entire potential world at your fingertips.
Yep, I'm glad I didn't discover what my brain was thinking.
My brain was just thinking, like, how do I get through this cave in Pokemon Soul Silver when I was 5? It was only in, like, 3rd grade when I discovered, like, Slenderman and Five Nights at Freddy's. And even then, I was too scared to actually watch the videos, so I would, like, watch them and then close them quickly when it got to a scary part. I was terrified by horror stuff as a kid. And when I say as a kid, I mean like up until 7th grade or something.
That is.
I was a baby. Old kid. Sorry, I talked over you there.
I was just saying that could be an old kid.
Yeah.
But that's what, 12, 13?
Yeah,
roughly?
no, it's still a kid, but it's just like, oh, that's not typically what you think of when you think of kid.
I do nowadays, dude.
Yeah. No, that's true.
We reverted. Actually, devolving, dude.
I am seeing some of the CITs at camp this summer made me think, oh, yeah, you really are actually just a kid.
Wait, how old are the CITs?
So the camp I was at goes up until like 13 years old as a camper. So CITs are 14, 15, 16, and it's just like, you are
basically high schoolers.
They're high schoolers, but it's just like, oh, you are child. You do not know anything. You think you do. You don't. I don't know anything. You know less than I do.
I might not know anything, but it's definitely more than you.
I know nothing.
I don't know anything,
less.
but I know more than you.
Yeah. No, that's quite literally what it is. Whether it be in terms of trivia knowledge or it be human interaction. Because some CITs were not great when it came to interacting with the smaller kids.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My cousin was a counselor. I forgot what the camp they go to, but it's up in I don't know where it is actually, but Sacramento area, somewhere around there, Oakland. And it's like the kids that he's watching over are like 11, 12, 10. And it's actually like the worst ever. Like he has horror stories of like him waking up and like the kids are just being, "That's so skibbity." Like,
yeah, bro.
I'm Mr. Rizlord. Like, I think that was like a week straight or two. I don't know how long you did.
Where was this?
I don't know.
Yeah, this sounds terrible. No, dude, there's like a guy at my place too who who one time he said, honestly, they're not bad actually. There's only one kid who said "what the Sigma" like once. I told him he had
Yeah,
to cut
that's
it
not
out.
bad. That's not. That's
Yeah, but
not
I put a
horrible.
stop to that pretty quick. I was like, listen, bro, we gotta have to stop that.
it, I feel like we were like we had more intellectual. Oh my god, pinch. We were not as horrible. Might just be a
Yeah,
bias, but
I am also inclined to agree with you, but I'm also inclined to say that that is in part probably bias. It is almost definitely the sort of thing where, as when you're young, you don't think about, you're oblivious to a lot of things, so you don't really get embarrassed by stuff. And then you get a little older, and then you're embarrassed by stuff that like older people say. And then you get a little older, and now you're embarrassed by stuff that younger people say. And then you get a little older, and then you're like, all right, I don't care anymore. We are in like the third stage of that, is what I would say.
somewhere around there.
Yeah. I do
Like,
know.
go ahead, go ahead.
You're fine. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, you.
No, you.
That was something we used to say way too much.
Yeah. Like, I say that's fine though. Like, it's a response to something instead of just blurting words out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your stinky face. Oh, no,
We
I
you, bro.
know.
we had
I think
annoying
it's
responses. The things that come out of people's mouths now are just random stuff.
It's rancid, dude. Like, I'm glad my younger cousin,
Yeah.
is far away from that zone. I'm actually just so
Good.
happy about that.
Good. Do not let him watch like XQC.
Oh, and but he's turning 10. He's not gonna watch Mr. Brain
Do
Rot.
not let him watch XQC. That's like prime
Bro.
XQC age, I feel.
Oh, no. That's 11 turning 12.
I don't know, maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's also like his parents are very good. Like, they have restrictions for, like, internet stuff, so
Yeah.
Oh,
he's,
I used to-
he's only allowed to play Minecraft, pretty much. Which I'm like, W.
I really used to hate my parents for restricting my internet access and just screen access in general when I was younger. I do not think that way anymore.
Yeah. I mean, there was also a lot less brain rot or at least coin
Yes.
term
yeah,
brain
no,
rot.
there definitely was.
There was. It's not like there was zero, but it's like, you gotta look for it a little bit.
Yeah. And also, it helps that, like, part of the reason why I wanted to be on the internet was to watch stuff like Crash Course history and stuff on repeat, or
Agree.
just, I don't know, I'm a nerd. I just want to watch, like, an entire, let's say, 20-hour playlist on just Rome's history sometimes, so. That was my interest when I was younger, so I don't think they had as much to worry about, rather than just let me entertain my brain with sludge.
I know what you mean. Like, there just isn't. There just wasn't that much to be worried about.
Yeah.
I think the only sludge I watched when I was younger was Annoying Orange played GTA.
What was for me? It was probably SMG4 was probably the worst of it, if you even know what I'm referring to.
What was it?
SMG4.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't know what SMG4 is.
Basically just Gmod animations with short stories to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Specifically centered around Super Mario 64 characters such as Mario and a blue tinted hat Mario and Luigi and stuff.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
But of course, Gmod is like coin costs or
It
whatever.
wasn't just straight up Gmod, it was like actual animations and stuff, but A
Okay.
lot of it was recorded in Gmod, so
Ah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Trying to think what else.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think at the time that I would have been watching brain rot content, i.e., when I was younger, I was obsessed with, for lack of a better term, educational stuff.
Mhm.
And then when I was a little bit older, it's always been phases for me, or just niche hyperfixations, and then they
That's
fade.
fair.
So,
Yeah, I've just always been a gamer.
so true. That as well.
Vanos, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, all those
The
guys.
first channel that I regularly watched was Game Theory. That should give you a pretty good idea of the person I was
Hmm.
and am.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean,
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm saying that as in, this was, like, pre-FNAF, which is to say, not
What do you even do
obsessing.
then?
I mean, the same thing that he's done before, and since while not looking at niche indie horror games and their stories that are in pieces, which is just like, here's how science and games work. Which is why the hit video "How Big Is Luigi's Bulge" came about.
what?
Yeah, do you think I'm lying?
Oh, it bounced.
Because I can tell you right now, I am not.
I believe it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how that was that quick.
He also did one on, like, which video game characters would survive COVID at the beginning of COVID.
For the common people,
Interesting.
listeners.
Does Luigi measure? But what is this? What is this thumbnail
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
It's pretty lit. It's actually pretty good. It's a good thumbnail.
I'm pretty sure this was just like, here's how pixel measurements work in the Mushroom Kingdom, and here's how tall everyone is, and then based on that, and like a very specific image that blew up on Twitter, here's how. Anyway.
Now, do you have that very specific image of Twitter?
No. I'm sure it would be in the video, but
Interesting.
yeah. Extremely interesting. No, but a lot of the earlier content was generally stuff like, how would Chun-Li's helicopter kick look? How would Chun-Li's helicopter kick work? Here are, like, the physics behind it. So, it was videos like that, or how would
I can
time travel
imagine the
work?
thumbnail for this video for that video.
I can't imagine me clicking on that one for no reason.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
no reason.
For no reason at all. I'm really interested in
that's,
that.
that's,
Why do you have that so fast?
I looked it up.
Oh.
It's really not that. It wasn't that difficult.
Oh, that actually isn't bad. That
Yeah.
could have been so much worse.
No, it really isn't. Another one was just like, who, there are so many Game Theory videos, but at a certain point, especially when I want to say FNAF took off, and it was just like, here's how you can benefit off of trying to piece together horror game stories. Both indie games capitalized on that to have their story in pieces so people can talk about and theorize about it, which led to games like Tattletale, Bendy and the Ink Machine, God, what else? The current one that has like a whole bunch of toys, and like Huggy Wuggy and stuff, if you even know what I'm talking about. If you don't, that's fine, but...
No.
Hello Neighbor is another one. But it was basically just a whole bunch of games that are like, hey, we have a story to us, but we're not telling you explicitly. And then channels would make videos on that, and they would get views from it. So it would bring eyes to the games, and the channels would get eyes too, because people like stories. especially piecing together stories.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
FNAF.
Yup. Do not look at how long the FNAF playlist is for MatBat.
It is quite short.
It is extremely short. It definitely isn't.
It's only
According
4
to the
videos.
official Game Theory channel, it is 69 videos long. Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah.
69 videos long. Was this intentional?
No. It
Oh, I
isn't.
met Pat, probably.
It isn't. What is intentional is the fact that FNAF has a very difficult story to piece together.
That's true.
Yeah. Which we've already gone over. Let's go!
Let's go.
Yeah, that was a
Proactive
prior
for once.
episode. Wait, was that? That might have been the episode that we lost the footage for.
I think it might have been, yeah.
I think it was. I think it was.
Yeah, we already did it. It's somewhere.
Yeah, surely. But yeah. Did you... What were the first videos you watched on YouTube, if you remember, Andrew?
The what? Sorry.
Do you remember what content you first watched on YouTube?
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
Bro, let me think. It was definitely Pokemon related, I think. I'm pretty sure I had to do... Because I played Nintendo DS Pokemon a lot. And there's a lot of times where I remember specifically where I couldn't figure it out, so I would have to, like, look it up, and people would like the puzzles, you know?
Yeah. I think I feel you on that one. Because I remember not knowing how to solve puzzles when I was younger, too.
Mm.
Especially in, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, when I was young, and it was just like, oh, how do I get through this ice puzzle? It was usually ice puzzles. Where you...
Dude,
have
ice
to-
puzzles were the worst.
Yup.
I like the rock. Do you remember the rock puzzles?
Where you have to use strength in the right directions? Yes, those suck.
Dude,
Oh my
oh
God.
my goodness. Oh, and the Gen 4 ones were actually the worst ones, I think.
Okay, Gen 4 had way too many HMs, because you literally needed 5 for the Pokemon League alone. Including, I think it was, what? Surf, Waterfall, Strength, Rock Smash, and Rock Climb in Gen 4? Which, one of those is a good move, Surf. You don't really want to be using Rock Smash. Or Cut, if that's one of them. Rock Climb is okay. I don't remember any of the other ones that I mentioned, but Strength is meh. It's...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Dude, yeah, that stuff was actually terrible because, oh my goodness, it should not have been legal.
It's worth noting that we were younger and definitely dumber then, so...
I mean, yeah, but I still feel like I wouldn't want to go through that again, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for the longest time I was pretty bad about trying to solve... I just wasn't great at solving puzzles in video games. And at a certain point I realized, wait, I'm not this dumb, right? I can solve them on my own, right? And so I tried to, and it worked. So yay. I was no longer dumb at 13 years of age. Let's go.
Let's go.
I was finally able to solve puzzles meant for kindergartners when I was 14. Let's go.
Yes, yes, I know. It was so stupid.
Yeah. On that note, I think we've actually been recording for long enough. It's been an hour.
Have we?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's been a pretty nice hour, hasn't it?
I know, that was a
Indeed.
smooth hour. It went by.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you want to mention before we resign
I can
this episode?
save the topic for next time.
Alright. hopefully we record not. I can't
More
even say more often,
consistently.
just more consistently. The episode should
Yeah,
be
I
coming
was
out
gonna
every
say
2 weeks or so now. Hopefully. No
definitely
promises,
more
but
consistently.
now we're going back to our regular schedule, which means two of us will be busy with school, one of us will be busy with not school but still work. So, yeah. On that note, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Neat Work Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.